Hey guys, Archie Luxury on the Archie Luxury channel. We got a full panel of people here. We're on the show, getting the show streaming now. We got JR VIP pass. What can I do for you, JR?
Hey Paul, long time viewer, first time panelist. It's great to be on the Archie Luxury show. Great vid, Arch, nice one. Keep up the good work.
Hey,
how's it going, Paul?
So much. It's fantastic. Fantastic. I haven't seen you super chatting lately. What's going on?
Oh, well, Mummy's bank card got declined, so I couldn't do it, Arch. What do you make of that?
Okay, whack it through now. Whack it through. Thank you. Whack it through. Whack it
All right,
through.
I'm whacking it through, big boy. I'm whacking it through. So, Paul, listen. I'm on the way down to Plymouth for work, and I may be resigning from my job. I'm thinking about buying one of my colleagues, my very first manager, a bottle of Dom Perignon. Do you think that's new money, or is that okay to do, Paul?
Why would you do that? Just keep it professional. Don't buy anything.
No, because she's been an amazing manager, and she's helped me out a lot, and I feel like I owe it to her, Paul. But is Dom Perignon, is that new money? What do you think, Paul?
Whatever you want. Whatever you want. What are you super chatting or you want free advice? Do you want free advice or you're super chatting?
Give me the free advice, big boy.
Free advice?
Give me the free advice. Come on, big boy. I give you a lot of my time on these streams, big boy. I'm only asking you one question, big boy. You know this, Paul? So what do you think? Dom Perignon, new money, or is it quite classy? As a leaving gift.
A leaving gift. Depends if they like champagne. We've got a super chat here. First super chat for the day. We've got one from Nelson Oliveira, $50 from HR's mum. Okay. You know what?
Thank you.
It depends if she likes champagne, but you know, normally
she does love champagne, Paul. Carry on.
Okay, it's great. I would say Veuve Clicquot is probably better for half the money, a lot less. Veuve Clicquot.
But Paul, but when I leave, I want to pull out. I want to pull out.
Speaking of dogs, I got the world's greatest dog trainer joining us here.
Oh fuck! Oh god!
The world's greatest dog trainer, and we got Aussie expats joining us. Hey, Aussie, great to have you on the stream. We got one from Mr. WENT, $2. Today's show should be named Chief Tit Pam Disaster.
Oh dear, did he pull the trigger?
You realize on that wine you've got to store it that way, don't you? Not upright. You store it like that.
Yeah. Really, it's not a wine; it's a champagne.
That's correct. And did you know also? You need to also is champagne wine. Here we go. I'm just going to answer that question. Yes, champagne is a type of wine. Champagne is a type of wine, specifically a sparkling wine.
Specifically? Listen, that's like calling a Mercedes-Benz AMG like a car.
It is produced.
They've just added a little bit too much sugar.
A strict traditional method. Okay, there you go.
Tits.
Hello.
You should have that hole in your head was healed before you bought a watch. Let's have a look.
Oh my god, here we go.
Oh, he's healed. He's healed.
No, at the watch, you dummy. Oh, not at the hole in your head. The watch. Ooh. There's 3 pans. This is the problem.
There you go.
This is
wow, he's got the collection. I can't tell the difference between any of them.
Yeah. They're all a financial drain. That's what you're looking at here. You're looking at negative
equity. I don't give a fuck about that.
Negative equity.
I don't give a fuck about that. I wouldn't be investing in watches. We're talking about whether we like something or not. That's all.
I see. Well, you have an expensive I like holes in the ground. I like to buy oil wells.
This is the new one.
Preferably dry ones. It is kind of cute. I got to confess. It looks kind of square, though. Is it square?
It's funny because the Radio Me has got that sort of... It's not really square. It's what's it called? Cushion case, isn't it, Arch? What do you call that?
Children, your father is busy spending your college fund and your inheritance on garbage, on mid-tier garbage.
Mid-tier garbage. Fuck them. They can make their own money.
That's a lovely set there. So we got a submersible, we got a luminar, and we got a radiomere. 3.
That's right.
That's everything you'd want, really, isn't it?
That's
and these
right.
are all. What size are they? What size are they?
40, 42, and 42.
Oh, and that's the buckle. That's the original buckle on that pan there as well.
That's the original. Yeah, that's right. That's exactly how it comes. It goes from 20. It's interesting because it goes from 24 down to 18.
24 to 18. And
which is weird. On a 40, having a 24.
Did they give you much of a discount?
Yeah, so this is what I worked out, okay? Secondhand, these watches around the world are around about 8.5 to 8.9, about there, right? By the time you bring it into Australia, you've got to pay 10% import tax.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you pay 10% import tax on, say, 8.8 on an average, say you're paying another $800, it brings it up to 9,500, right?
Yep.
And you've bought secondhand from some guy randomly from the other side of the planet. I got it for basically 9,500 is what I paid for it from the boutique, and you get the boutique experience. So there was no point buying it secondhand. I got it for the same amount of money as it would have been in my hands if I bought it secondhand, and I bought it from the boutique. So I got basically, what is it, about $800 or $850, $900 off. Because it's not a hugely expensive watch in the first place. It's $10,300 odd, and I got it for 9.5.
Look who's trying to
I'm not doing it for that reason, though. You know.
So after you were done at King Street, did you go down to one of the brothels?
No, I went to the Chinese restaurant called Grandfather's, and I got some Peking duck. Now look, so this is interesting. So you
weren't testing the automatic movement. You didn't feel like doing that.
Not with my wife around, no. And then this is the box that it comes with. They don't give you the brown, that cardboard box thing on the outside anymore. They just give you this. And you remember you used to have the nice wooden big Panerai box. That's not something it's done anymore. They give you this thing.
This is what Breitling does. This is exactly what Breitling does now.
You get this thing.
Cardboard and vinyl.
And this thing's it's like
a travel bin.
And it goes into there, right?
Yeah.
And this is sort of like
that's cool. Yeah. Cartier do that too. That's quite nice.
Right?
Oh, Omega does it now too. The Speedmaster, the latest Speedmaster, also sort of has a travel box.
And they give you
inside the big box. But that looks much better. That looks much, much nicer than the Omega garbage.
It's good quality stuff. It's not like, the Breitling one. It's sort of like that recycled cardboard shit. It's not that. Anyway, it's pretty good. I don't mind it. But I do like the old ones better, the wooden ones, the ones from, the big wooden Panerai box. That's more classy. And then I went
to screw boxes. I mean, I'm with AP on, just reducing the boxes. You don't wear the box. No one wears the box.
So this is
nice is nice, but we don't need bigger boxes.
If you get something from Cartier now, this is how they wrap things there. They do a wax seal on anything you buy from them.
Wait, why do you have something from Cartier?
I went across the road afterwards and I thought I'd just get something else.
Looks like a
cologne. Oh my God.
Not a watch. I got that a couple of months ago, so I got this thing here. Actually, this.
Cartier are crushing it at the moment. Killing it.
A replacement.
Making everyone happy.
It's a new card.
Oh, nice. Very classy. I thought about getting one of those. I like it a lot.
Because my
really
one's
awesome.
Dilapidated. It's all become fat and
yeah.
Sort of crap. So
how much is that?
This is 600 Australian.
Made in Italy?
I have the same exact type of setup. Coach.
Good question. I'm not sure where it's made.
I'm sure Cartier has more than Coach.
Should be on the good itself. It should be right in the center.
Let me just have a look.
Cartier, darling, Cartier.
I bought a wallet for myself last year, Bottega. I don't know. I don't feel right about companies having their leather goods made in Italy when they're not an Italian company. So I didn't like the idea of getting like Louis Vuitton made in Italy bullshit.
Oh, hold on. Made in Italy.
Yeah. It's great. I just don't know how I feel about, you know, a French company making stuff in Italy. Seems wrong. But, you know, it's a beautiful piece. I might get that one. I might get that one. That's very nice. How much is that?
It's around about 600, I think I paid for it.
Ooh, that's a lot. That's a lot.
I mean, it's only just a little piece of, you know, I mean, it's not.
Yeah, I know, but that's a lot. Like my bifold Bottega was almost 800 US, but that's a lot of work in the Bottega wallets.
I like that. Do you like the burgundy color? There's something about the burgundy color that I like. It's sort of a bit sort of retro, you know.
I think it's cool. Well, I like the metal corners, the hardware. That's kind of cool.
That was the color of my stinking Lincoln, that burgundy.
Yeah.
Anyway, very nice. Good haul.
Very, very nice.
Thank you very much. So I'll put all that away for you now. And stop boring the shit out of you.
Rolly.
That's it.
I feel like you should put this on in solidarity.
Put that one. I will put that one now.
Don't you have any?
What did the Panerai boutique do for you? Apart from obviously
they did the artwork,
giving you a discount.
They gave me a discount, and they, you know, the whole sort of mineral waters and chocolates and stuff like that, you know. And JD came in. He left work and he came in briefly.
Yeah.
Which was fun. And
get a foot rub.
Was it.
Foot rub. Massage. Foot rub.
What do you think of Bottega?
I like it.
Like, I like this. You see this pattern here. This is very difficult to do, you know, because I have to use double the amount of leather, and then it has to be perfect. You know what I mean? Like, it's real workmanship.
It's beautiful.
Like,
I love it.
That's.
And you know what? You'd have it. Nobody else would have it.
Yeah, I really do like Bottega. Just they seem like they put a lot of effort into their stuff. You know, like their women's stuff is crazy. Like, you know how much skill it would take to be able to make this curved shape using a weave? Just intense.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it fascinates me a lot.
Yeah. Where's Wally time? Where's Wally time?
Where is Wally? Here we go. Let's have a look.
I'm gonna go get my watch. I've got to wear it in solidarity check. Hold on.
Yeah. Go get the Explorer so we can all be, you know, Rolly fanboy. Now I sort of.
He doesn't want to wear his Panerai.
Well,
I got the Explorer on, so. Where's Archie's Explorer?
Right. If Archie gets his, then we can all be wearing the same watch. Now,
that's good.
Let's play Where's Wally. Look at the zoom in, guys, on the air conditioning unit, and on the lower right-hand corner, I see an empty bottle of, is that black? Johnny Walker Black, or is it blue? I think black. It looks empty, or maybe there's a finger or two left. I figure he's saving the bottle so he can add red into the black label bottle. What do you think? Would he do that?
I don't think he would care to do that. I don't.
Oh, I think he would.
So.
I would lay money that he would do that. Now, well, you know, it's just us. Let me ask you a question. You guys know anything about White Castle?
Yeah. You went there?
Yeah. Well, no. You know.
Okay.
So,
well, there's the White Castle in Las Vegas is in downtown on Fremont Street. Mm-hmm. It's not a very good experience. Oh, there's one on the Strip as well. That's a terrible experience.
You know what?
But in most places in the country, if you find a White Castle, you'll have yourself an okay time. You get yourself like
it's a very
sliders. It'll be okay.
It's a very love it or leave it type hamburger. What I enjoyed on the Strip, it was the only reasonable meal on the entire Strip that was also, you know, cheap but good, was In-N-Out Burger.
Well, that's not on the Strip, but for sure you're correct.
Yeah.
There is a Chick-fil-A now on the Strip.
Look at us. Look at the three of us. Nice.
Chin chin.
We'll have to get Archie involved.
Are these all 226s?
Yeah, well, mine is.
I think Archie's is the
His be an old one. His was
216.
The previous. Yeah. I mean, really, the differences are so minor. The power reserve, the movement, and then there's the minor little differences to the hands and lugs.
The lugs are slightly different.
They're slightly slimmer, slightly nicer. Yeah, it's true.
But the white, the biggest difference is the white. You can only see it in person because like white on camera is like it's just white. But in person, the way it doesn't reflect at all. There's no glossiness to it. But there's also no texture. Normally with a matte color, it sort of has a texture to it. But there's no texture to the white on the Explorer 2 and no gloss or reflection.
It is very nice. And then in the black version, of this new iteration, they did away with the ghost hands. No more ghost hands. It's full hand.
Yeah.
I had a water tank delivered. Can you believe this? I had a water tank delivered.
Oh, here we go.
Explorers, look at this.
Wow.
Solidarity Day.
Damn.
Solidarity Day.
Now, Archie, we have a question. Turn around. Yes. Look at the air conditioning unit, and you'll see to the lower right-hand corner, or maybe it's your left, is the nearly cashed out bottle of Johnny Walker Black. You see it?
Oh, that bottle there.
Yeah. Is it empty?
Oh, that's got cigar wrappers in it.
Ah, okay. Because I figured you were saving it so that you could pour Johnny Walker Red into the black bottle.
That's got all cigar wrappers in it.
Okay, gotcha. Well, now
and
answer me.
Blue label. Look at that.
Oh, it's blue. Better yet. Would you pour black if you had the blue label bottle? Would you take a funnel and pour red or black into the blue label bottle?
Of course, I'd put red in there.
I told you, Aussie X-Fat. I just won $5.
We got a super chat from Watch Collector 1990, $31. HR, bring the pounds, bring the dollars in. Thank you so much.
$30.
Can I just say, did you see that comment in the chat from Darth Nagus? He goes, he's doing Tai Chi on the lawn. I've just gone out too.
Now, Archie, do you know about White Castle? Have you ever been to a White Castle? Do you have those in Australia?
Oh no, we don't. I saw that in America, White Castle.
It's very famous here, but it's only in certain states. It's not everywhere. Yeah.
And then in the southern states, you have stars or angels or something. Geez, I forget the name of it.
You got me. I don't know what they got. In the southern states, they do have a Waffle House, and I love a Waffle House. We don't have them up here, but I was just visiting Florida, and it was one of my first stops was the Waffle. It's like a Denny's, only worse, which makes it better.
No, Denny's is not really anything anymore.
True.
I don't know if you've been to Denny's in the last 10 years. Yeah, it's not really a diner anymore.
It's true. But believe me, true to form, Waffle House remains true to form, and you can still get grits.
Great.
And you can also get your free fights. You can get your fix of fights.
Ken Fresno says that White Castle is disgusting, and it is true.
Crystal.
It's something that
Crystal with a K is what you have in the southern states.
Never been. I've heard of it.
I've been to one in Georgia. White Castle feels more fun because white and blue, while Crystal is a little like darker colors, and it's basically the same product though.
I'm completely lost. What is White Castle? What are you talking about?
Well, White Castle.
They don't have them in Australia at all. Slider burgers.
It's a burger joint. Okay, but the burgers are like this big. They're square. They're very thin. You need to eat like 5 or 6 of them.
And you buy 6. You buy them in batches of 6.
Yeah.
So what's like sliders sort of thing? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, they
are sliders. Yeah,
they're called sliders. Yeah. And the bread is super puffy. It's like eating greasy meat on a white cloud. It really is very, very unique experience. The burgers themselves there are like maybe a 1/4 inch thick, very, very thin, punched with holes so that they steam and cook fast on the grill. They top them with onions and a pickle, and then they put them on this puffy white bread that sort of melts in the mouth.
The onions are part of the cooking process, if I recall correctly.
They put the onions down on the griddle and they slap the meat on top of that, I believe.
Yeah, so that they tend not to have a char on the meat. It's effectively steamed in a way.
Is it really meat? I mean, it's probably meat.
Yeah.
And then they have this stuff which I won't eat, called chicken rings, which is like their answer to a chicken nugget, except for their ring. But I maintain they are made out of a spongy chicken-like material, which is not quite chicken, so I avoid those.
Another thing you can't get in Australia, thick cut actual hickory smoked bacon. There we go.
Yeah, that's nice.
What's that? You can't get what smoked bacon? Say that again.
I've got that in the fridge.
Actual bacon.
Yeah.
Hickory smoked.
You call it stripey bacon, but we call it bacon.
Like Australian bacon isn't really bacon. It's kind of just a ham. It's like Canadian bacon except wonky.
Pea meal bacon. See, some people love it, and some people think it's disgusting. It's really a very, 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 it's like Marmite. Some people Vegemite. You love it or hate it. I personally love it. The kitten, he won't touch them. He did eat a French fry, but that was it.
Swiss made. Oh, you can't even, not even getting focused.
What are we looking at?
Jesus Christ.
Can't quite tell.
Knife. There we go.
Victorinox. Oh, your knife.
Yeah.
Okay. Very nice. Ooh, who'd we lose? We lost Archie. We just lost fucking Archie.
Mark, do you use a bifold wallet? What do you use?
I have the same shit that you just bought, except for mine is Coach. You realize we just fucking lost Archibald.
He's doing Tai Chi again.
Look, see? It's the same exact sort of thing that you have. Except for I've got mine kind of.
It's sort of annoying to get your cards out. I mean,
yeah, it's hard to. Yeah, you got to really dig them out of there. Yes, it's very much so.
It depends if you've worn it in. Depends on which slot.
It does get easier.
I mean, I'm trying to put the new ones into the new Cartier one.
No, it'll take time. It'll take time. There we go. We got some Bottega. This is the first good wallet I've ever owned.
Yeah, no, that's nice. I hate that kind of back pocket. I just don't like the format. It gives you sciatica when you stick those in your back pocket.
Well, I tend not to. I don't sit on it, that's for sure.
Yeah.
We got big front pockets these days. But yeah, I just love the workmanship of it. I mean, it's just incredible, their stuff. And then obviously the green. Oh, it's not a Rolex green, but it's close enough. No, I don't have most of my cards in, but I do have the Fidelity cards. Are you an everyday multimillionaire? You got the Fidelity card?
I don't know what that means.
Really? Maybe you should.
I'm not an everyday.
Now I can't get the fucking cards out.
So no, Fidelity gives you 2% on everything.
Oh,
which is really good for Rolex because I don't know how to get more than 2% on a Rolex.
Personally, I prefer miles, so I have a club card from United.
Okay. Yeah, I tried doing the miles thing last year. I did like the Amex Platinum and whatnot, and I just couldn't. I didn't want to make sense of heads or tails of it.
I understand.
Was frustrated.
I'm keeping it easy with the United club card, and I like the club experience. I like to have a nice little Bloody Mary before getting on the plane. I've
got young children, so I try to avoid plane travel at the moment.
That makes sense, but if you do, here he comes. He's back. Where'd you left us, fearless leader?
I had to reboot the router. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
I told you to start the router last week.
We don't have bacon here. Why don't we have bacon? What sort of bacon are you talking about?
You don't have bacon. That's why. The reason you don't have bacon is because you don't have bacon.
What are you eating?
You called something else bacon, so
you took advantage of the time to get yourself a little snackaroonie.
Cashew. He was doing Tai Chi and eating peanuts and doing the rooted.
Cashews come from Thailand, by the way. Don't know if you know that.
Cashews come from Thailand?
Yeah.
Is that
can we see this? There we go.
Nice bacon. Look at that.
Beautiful.
Is that premium?
Yeah, it is. As far as possible. Because my left hand will get so greasy, it'll take 10 minutes just to wash it.
Super chat.
Do you shop at Whole Foods?
Whole paycheck. You're cutting it too small. Super
Here we
chat.
go. Pastor $2. Prayers for Mike's mum. She's not doing well. Oh, no.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, he told me the same. He told me that also. It's not.
All the best, Mike.
I'll tell you what, though, man. He is a good son because he's told me a little bit about his life and what he's doing for his mom. And let me just tell you, you can laugh at Mike all you want. He's doing things for his mother that people don't do for their mothers. So, I mean, bless him. He's an amazing guy, truly. Super chat.
Here we go. Captain Boob, $3. Can we get Aussie expat to super chat couple of buckles for fuck's sake?
Buckles. What do you mean buckles? I don't get it.
Oh, dear.
Oh,
We need to get onto other topics.
Bacon up? What are you making with this? Can I ask you that?
I'm making carbonara. So this is in lieu of having what do you call it? Guanciale. I don't have guanciale, but arguably carbonara should be made of bacon because it's meant to. It came from the American GI. They had a bunch of bacon. They had some eggs, and then they would go to an Italian, and they would whip it up with some pasta. Now they localized it for the Italian market, so they used guanciale. But really, the original is with American bacon.
I think you're meant to use what's that prosciutto?
No. Prosciutto would be in place of having guanciale. So if you were in Italy and you couldn't get guanciale, you'd get prosciutto. But if you're in America, you should just use bacon because that's the original.
I see.
But they wouldn't make it with bacon in Italy, would they? They don't have American bacon.
What's with the glove?
I don't want to get my hands covered in grease, and it takes me 10 minutes to clean it.
God forbid you should wash your hands.
No, I do wash my hands. I want to move on to the other prep as well and not have to spend the next 10 minutes washing my hands.
Only professional chefs and proctologists glove up like that before touching things that are greasy. Oh my God.
We need to do the meat.
Okay, it's story time again. Archie, would you like a story?
Yes, sir.
So I had to go in for the annual physical.
Yes, sir.
And after a certain
they don't do that anymore.
Well,
the finger.
Well, okay.
That's why Mark never booked again.
Tell that to my urologist, Aussie X-Fan. Actually, I told her the same thing. And she said, yes, it is true that we watch the PSA more, than the digital examination, that in prior years. She goes, so if you want to refuse it, I can skip it. She said, however, the reason I suggest it is that you have your father and your grandfather both had prostate cancer. So that therefore puts you in a slightly different category. Lucky me. Okay. So
I wouldn't refuse it. If the doctor recommended, I wouldn't take it off the cards. But I did do some research. I'm like, why hasn't my doctor brought this up already?
He doesn't like you as much as mine likes me.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, I was the research I found was that the finger, a lot of things can be confused or confounded when doing the manual.
I mean, they could lose their
inspection.
class ring up there. There's a lot of things could go wrong.
But they can typically only get as far as like the first third of the organ, and so it's pretty incomplete check.
Let me tell you what. I'm not stupid. So I personally have always selected tiny women for this job. Okay, I like, and I.
But they need long fingers for the exam to work.
Because one time I had this like 6'2" Polish guy. Each of his fingers were like sausages. I was like, no.
Oh my God.
So after that, I've had exclusively.
I cannot believe, with considering your sexual orientation, that this is a concern for you still.
You have so much to learn about homosexuality. There are roles.
I guess so.
There are positions. There are, let's just say I'm not a fan. I don't know how to explain this to you, but I think I think I won't.
Yeah.
But
how many blood tests do you get done a year? How many blood tests do you get done a year?
For what? You mean
just your panel, like including the PSA?
Well, because I see a variety of doctors.
Yeah.
It's more than it used to be, but I get a CBC, like the full chem scan, at least once a year. These days, it seems like it's at least twice.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Because now I have to take care of my own health. There's a really cool service called Function Health. They're like an app, quote unquote. It's all done through Quest Diagnostics, but you get 2 full panels, including APOB. Did you get APOB done? That's very important.
I have no idea.
And PSA. APOB is typically not covered by insurance, but it's the number one. It isn't, but it's the number one indicator of heart health. So it's always worth paying extra for. But for Function Health,
I just had a nuclear stress test, so they literally, looked at. Anyway, let me finish with my examination. So
yeah, there
I am, and she says, you could skip it if you want, because I complained a little bit. She goes, but it is recommended because of this and that. But if you don't want to, you don't have to. I'm like, you know what? It's a moment. It's a moment, and I like this lady, and she's Pakistani or East Indian. I selected her specifically for very tiny digits, even smaller than Chief Tit's pinky. So I thought we're going to be okay here. And but the day I went in here, by way of background on this story, you just got to understand it had been very, very cold in Chicago, but all of a sudden it was like 55 degrees and sunny. So it felt like an incredibly beautiful, almost felt like a beach day all of a sudden, right? So it's just all of a sudden this awful weather with snow and ice and wind and sub-zero temperatures broke, and it was gorgeous the day I went in to see her. Anyway, so we're chit-chatting. She goes, assume the position. So I do, and she's in the other corner of the room snapping on the glove, and I can hear the snap of the glove, and she's reaching for the lube. And just then, I said, nice day out. And she goes, I'm so excited. I can't wait. And I said, I got to stop you, Dr. Patel. I got to stop you right there. She goes, what? What's wrong? And I said, well, while you're snapping on the glove and squeezing on the lube, you probably don't want to say, I can't wait. And she started to laugh. And it took her a good long while to recover herself, let me tell you what. But then the funniest thing happened as she began to do the exam. I don't know how. I'm going to omit the funniest parts of the details, but let me just say, as she began the exam and as I began to levitate off the ground, she said to me, relax. And which made me start to laugh because, how do you do that? Right. And but when I came home and told Kitten, he wanted to give her a tip, that she scared me. She hurt me because once in a while he's told me to relax too. That's the funny part. Like, it's just a weird word, relax. I mean, how do you relax? Anyway, yeah.
So we got another super chat in here. Captain Boob, $3. Mark talking digital Peno. Q, Narc, and S. Bow.
But the good news was, she said, smooth as a baby. No nodules. Feels great. We'll do it again in a year. I'm like, great. See you same time next year, babe.
Oh, fuck.
Now, Archie, have you ever had
I got to tell you something. That's like when you go for an STD test and they say you're all clear. You think, oh, fuck,
you're
thank
so
God.
great. You talk about that constantly because it's the first time you've been to a doctor in a decade. I'd like to know if you've ever had the digital rectal exam, Arch.
No, I haven't. I got the one that shit in the box, right?
Oh, yeah. But that's for your colon. It's not for your prostate.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So that you could have prostate cancer, but you don't have colon cancer because you shit in the box. You know what? When you shit in the box and then you take it to the post office, do you feel bad about handing them the box? Because I kind of did.
Marco, Archie, I have to go to the doctor to get this looked at.
I got to go too. I'll be back.
Hey, Chief Tit, congratulations on the Pam, man. It looks amazing. I love it. And I love it. You're buying watches. Oh, where's Mark gone? I didn't say you could. Chief Tit, congratulations on that purchase. It looks superb. I've got my Pam.
Yes, congratulations on both purchases.
Thank you.
I got my Pam back as well, and I must agree with you there. That's Fantastic, man. Thank you for coming on, man. That's really cool.
No worries. All right, I'll leave you to it. I'll try to get back before the show ends, but I don't think so.
No worries. That's fantastic.
Bye.
Thank you. Good luck. Good luck with the doctor. Good luck.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
And we got Aussie expat there. How are you going, man?
Yeah, just cooking. We got the fettuccine.
Oh, fettuccine. Yes. Yes, that's fantastic. So what time is it in Vegas where you are?
It's just past 4, but we've got to have dinner a little bit earlier because got to take the kids to swimming.
That's fantastic news. What do you think of Prince Andrew getting arrested?
Oh, fantastic. I mean, who would have thought that the British would be so based? I mean, how many people were arrested and in prison for Epstein stateside? We only have Ghislaine. That's it. That's it. Completely ridiculous. They need to put a lot more people in prison. Starting with Bill Clinton, obviously. But I mean, I'm sure there's like, you know, maybe 2-3 dozen names. I mean, clearly Bill Gates is implicated, but there's no real smoking gun for him as much as Bill Clinton. Apart from him trying to sneak antibiotics into his wife's smoothie every morning. Did you believe that? Did you hear that story?
What's that? Say that again.
Bill Gates. He wanted to get antibiotics from Epstein because he had contracted an STD from some Russian girls apparently, and he'd given the STD to his wife, and he wanted to sneak antibiotics into her drink each morning. Even Epstein said, like, I can't do this for you. Like, even, can you imagine? You're the one person in the world that creeped out Epstein. You crossed Epstein's lines. Completely unhinged.
It'd have to be a certain antibiotic as well, depending on what sort of thing he had contracted.
Completely ridiculous.
What's happening in the watch world? Tell me this. Anything desiring? What do you want to buy?
Still the Cortona, and we're halfway through February, so who knows if I'm getting the Royal Oak. Who knows? But I mean, did you see like the watch stuff? Man, Omega's in trouble, man. They're deeply in trouble. Like, and well, all the Swatch Group as well, because Longines is also in trouble. I don't know what they can do. They keep releasing too much stuff. It's completely ridiculous. I can't imagine being a fan of Omega. You can be a fan of a single watch, but of the brand, holy hell no.
Yeah, 100% right.
I mean, if you look at Omega's website, just pull up their watches. They literally have like, I think, close to 1,000 watches. Who could love that? And they seem to think that releasing more watches is the way to make their brand better.
But I mean, you got to realize the problem is a lot of these people, they invested so much in China, right? China's not doing well, you know? Yeah. They saw China as endless possibilities, endless. And unfortunately, the worm turns.
Yeah, China seems to never come back after COVID. It's just, you know, the appetite to buy.
No, well, it can't be helpful with Trump. Look at the disaster that is Trump.
What do you mean?
Tariff talk, all this stuff, that can't help, can it?
The tariffs are mostly behind us now. Every single threat turned into a nothing burger. Thankfully.
Yeah, but it's damaged the economy in China. It's going to take ages to rebuild what they've damaged. Do you understand?
Oh yeah, for sure. I wouldn't want to be Chinese. But it hasn't been good. Hasn't been good.
It's been a disaster.
Yeah. Well, I still see Temu actually selling stuff in America, which blows me away. I didn't think they'd have a business anymore, but they are. And my friend has been getting testosterone from from China.
Have you got any more friends from Amazon who got the boot?
No, that the friend I talked about, that was the last one. That was the last one. He's weighing up what he needs to do because he's an Aussie, but he doesn't have a green card like me, so he's actually in real trouble. If he accepts the, because you got an option, because firing isn't firing. They give you this thing where you're meant to improve over the course of 2 to 3 months, something like that.
You got a PPI.
Yeah, or a payout. So, but if he accepts the payout, he has to leave the country within 60 days. So he doesn't want to do that. He's got a bit of a life here.
They put him on a PPI. That's bullshit. Why don't they just be honest with him?
Well, what would have been even better is if he got laid off. Like, people told me, Aussie expats, they got secretly laid off. I was like, I would love to have been laid off. That means I would have gotten 6 months pay plus and health insurance and other things. But the reality is that he doesn't get that when he. So they just did the round of layoffs. He didn't get the layoff. He got hit instead.
Oh, he got a PPI.
Yeah.
Performance.
Yeah. So he's not getting a big payout.
That's so they can avoid paying.
It might actually work in his favor to some extent, because his priority is staying in America, not the payout.
Does he say to his boss, what is this fucking bullshit you've given me? Does he say that to his boss? What is this bullshit?
Oh, look, believe me, this kind of stuff happens over a long period of time. So, yeah. I mean,
but does he
once
say
you get
that
papers like that, you just
bullshit? What is this bullshit?
I don't think it's worth staying. Like, he's not getting paid enough, honestly, and he'd probably be in a better position if he does jump ship and try to find another job. Now, the real key is finding that other job. It's not easy. I mean, Amazon just laid off 32,000 workers in the space of 2 months, and he's going to want to try and stay in Seattle. So that's not an easy thing to do.
Seattle's expensive, isn't it?
Yes, there isn't really two ways to put it, but it's not astronomical. I mean, there are ways to do it reasonably. Like, he's doing what I was doing. Like, he just has an apartment. He's negotiated a good lease, so he doesn't have huge ties or expenses. So it's not critical.
Yeah, but I mean, don't you think he'd need what, $5,000 a month to live, wouldn't he, in Seattle?
But that's where he sees prospects. It's either Seattle or Bay Area, and Bay Area is even more expensive. So, yeah.
But I mean, he'd need $5,000 a month, wouldn't he, to live, to survive? At least.
No, you need more than that in Seattle. You got to understand, the poverty line in Seattle is about 120,000 a year.
Fuck!
It is. I think it's around 100.
That in a good year.
Yeah, it's about 110, 120. I think is you're considered poverty if you're in Seattle specifically. I'm not trying to, how do I say, blow smoke or something like that. It is an expensive place. You are looking at least $2,500 for rent in just a single, 1 bedroom. So that alone means $30,000, and 120. That's gross after tax. You're probably at 80, maybe 90. So the rest of the year you got 60,000, which works out to not a heck of a lot each month. 3,000 to live on. And Seattle's expensive. Yeah. Not easy.
I'm actually I don't know if you know this. I had a really bad moment a couple of days ago on the streams.
Oh, gee, I don't know what happened.
It was almost walk away. I was almost prepared to walk away. 10 minutes before the show ended, I had SR Bell super chats me. Would I drink? This is just I don't even want to tell you. It's so ridiculous. It's just high school teenage jokes, you know, and it's just kind of menstruation jokes, you know. He
Oh yes, yeah, I remember that.
I just thought to myself, you know what? Do I really need to be here? Can I do something? I mean, I'm just thinking to myself, you know, what do I need to do? And I tell you something. The reason I sold my BMW, I love that car. The reason I sold it is because the reason I sold it is because I sold the BMW because I don't want to be, I want to be free. I want to be able to pursue my dreams, okay?
Yeah.
And what I want to do is I want to go and live in China or Vietnam for a while. That's what I want to do. Well, I haven't worked out where. I haven't worked out the place yet. So I'm going to Hanoi. End of a month's time, I'm going to Hanoi. Okay.
Yeah. Originally, you were going to go there for quite a while, right?
Yeah, I just, you know, Jock and Jamie and Dodger, they just gave me the shits. Like, none of those bastards have come on my stream once. They're supposed to be meeting up with me. Oh, yeah, Jamie and the boys, Dodger, Jock, and this. Well, Jock stabbed me in the back. He started his own show after I paid him to do shows with me. Just doesn't even tell me what's happening. Doesn't he? If he said to me, look, Arch, it's just not enough money for me to do it with you. I'm sorry, I'm leaving. I'd have respect for him. Instead, he just sends his last invoice to me. And he just acts, you know, just complete bastardry. Complete bastardry. They don't actually say to me, hey, Arch, thank you for everything you've done. He just says, oh, you're a cunt. You're a cunt, Arch. I always paid him on time. I never cheated him. I always paid him out. Fucking
but,
loyalty.
I mean, wasn't your thing just with Easy anyway? I mean, so they're only there for a couple of days, so.
I know, but I'm talking about Jock. Jock was a total jerk, right?
I know. But I'm just saying, you can still go and spend time with Easy.
I've got the ticket. It's non-refundable. I'm going, right?
Okay.
And as soon as so I'm going there, and I'm a couple of days later, I'm going to go to China. I'm going to go to Chingchong, 5D city. I'm going to go there.
I've never heard of it. Interesting.
It's the largest population city in China, 36 million. It's famous for being a 5D city. Wow. They got panda bears there at the zoo. I just thought, fuck it, I'm going to go there. I got a cheap accommodation. I got a deal. And I thought, fuck it, I'm just going to, you know, I just want to have fun in my, I want to work out what do I want to do. Does that make sense? I need some time. Yeah. I think I'm a bit burnt out from tubing. So as a fire person, I thought the best thing I could do is get rid of any, as a fire person, I wanted to get rid of all expenses, okay?
Yes. Yeah, you can control expenses. You can't control investments. They'll do what they do, but you can control your expenses.
So that's why I got rid of the BMW, because that's a money pit. Beautiful. Money pit. I got rid of it because it's a money pit.
I was driving my minivan today, and I was thinking, you know, what I really like is pretty consistent. It's like Toyota, Rolex, and AKs. Like, I love things that actually last.
If you love Toyota, if you really love Toyota, I'd get an SC 500 Lexus. You know, that sports car Lexus? Incredible.
Yeah, I understand.
But it's up to you. If you're not a car person, you don't seem like a car person. Like there's certain comments, derogatory comments you've made that really upset me. You made the comment about cleaners driving. Your mum was a cleaner and she had a BMW. But what difference does that make?
That's true. It's true. I'm not.
Yeah, but a secondhand anything is reasonable. You can buy a secondhand Rolls Royce. You know, that doesn't make it a. Just because a cleaner buys it doesn't make it a piece of shit. Your mother is a hardworking woman who has a bit of taste. You got to appreciate that.
Well, she regretted that. So,
what's that?
She regretted buying the BMW.
What model was it? You know, year and model?
328 Ti. It would have been late 2000, something like that.
And what year was it?
I think it probably was like a 2006 or something like that, 2008.
328i. That's actually not a bad car, that.
I don't think it was good.
Sorry?
The transmission started doing wonky things. Got nothing to do with her. Like that wasn't a failed maintenance because that's supposed to
have like
second
live. Hand.
Yes.
She got it from a BMW dealer, or she bought it from just a car yard?
I don't remember.
Okay. What car does she drive now?
Hyundai. I think I left her with a Toyota Camry. She should have kept the Camry, honestly. Like there was no reason to get the Hyundai.
But you must.
Yeah, the Hyundai is 10 years newer, but like, who cares?
So I must say to you, you've got to realize you've got to look after your stuff. If you don't look after your cars, well, what do you think will happen?
Yeah, but there's no maintenance items on a transmission on that BMW.
Yes, there is. You've got to change the transmission oil. I was about to change.
That's not true. Not for the mileage that was on it. And it's BMW will tell you.
Hang on. You're expert. Just because you're worth $10 million doesn't mean you know more about transmission services. I had a car which was a 21 BMW October 21. I was about to service the transmission, which is oil and filter for the transmission.
Yeah.
At 70,000 kilometers. So she had less than 70,000 kilometers. Is that what you're telling me?
It was less. Yeah, it was less.
Okay, so about 75,000.
The first thing they did was they changed the transmission fluid, even though it wasn't due, and it made it worse. So, what can you say?
Okay, I don't know what gearbox she had because you don't even know. Was it an E46, E90? What was it? You don't know.
I have no idea.
So you don't love your BMWs to know this stuff. That's important stuff.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to love it because the transmission went. Like, that's not going to make me love a BMW.
Yeah, but
you have to remember, this wasn't my car. This was my mum's car.
The previous owner could have been very tough on the transmission, you see?
I don't know how you would do that, but... Like, describe what being tough on the transmission means.
Okay, drifting.
They weren't fucking drifting in the bloody 328 Ti, Archie. That's not.
No, because it's a high engine. No, that's a perfect drift car. They just abuse it. They abuse it. They can abuse it.
No, it didn't. She only encountered problems after like the second year of ownership.
That doesn't mean anything.
No, I'm just saying. I struggle to imagine what kind of abuse. Like, it's not like it was towing. It wasn't towing anything.
A-grade Aussie. Drop the link for Dodger Hippo. Dodger Hippo.
Yeah.
Just dropping the link now, guys.
I don't think you can blame the previous owner for the transmission. Like, that's...
Oh, definitely you can. That's who got to take.
There's not much you could do. You could just drive the car. I mean, it should take it. Even if they were driving hard. I thought it was for the driving experience. Like, if I got a car that was like, quote unquote, sporty, and then driving it, you know, with a little bit of vinegar causes its transmission to go out, I'd say that's a shit car.
But often they use standard transmissions like ZF transmissions. It's a part that many car makers use.
Right. Yeah. But I mean, that's why I just like AKs, things like AKs, Rolexes, Toyotas. They're just things that'll never give you trouble.
I've just pinned the link for our friend, the Franchise Club. Jump on Franchise Club. We'd love to hear from you. MT85, jump on as well. We'd love to hear from you. Oh, we got someone jumping on now. Dodger. Hey, Dodger, how are you?
Hey, Dodger.
I'm good, Arch. Hey, RC, how you doing, mate? All right.
G'day. Yeah, just cooking.
Hey, when are you arriving in Hanoi?
Oh, I don't know. The end of March, something like that. Arch, I don't know why I give you the shits. I was on your show just 5 days ago. Nobody was hopping on. Like now, I've just woken up on the sofa.
What's happened to Jamie? Jamie, what's Jamie doing?
Well, he's going to Hanoi too. He's going to Hanoi too.
And Jock's going too. What's Jock? What's happened to Jock? This is supposed to be my thing. What's he doing? He's a fired employee. Okay.
Honestly, Arch, I didn't know when we booked this thing. I think it was before you said you were coming. We did not know you were coming. Honestly, didn't know.
Sure.
At the same time, it's a bizarre thing.
The bro house, no invites. I just get really offended. There was no invite to the Dubai bro house. What's happened?
I didn't think you'd come. I mean, I think we did talk about it. You said you weren't doing any trips and stuff like that.
I feel about as wanted as Prince Andrew.
You didn't have the money. You didn't have the money. You weren't going to do any
I feel about as wanted as Prince Andrew.
Hey, look, you and I get. How many times have we been together? We haven't had any problems at all. I mean, there've been we had a great time, But then you said you're not doing trips. You're not going there. You're not going there. You're cutting back. And I guess that's why, I mean, I could invite you to lots of things.
Are you meeting Higgy? Are you meeting Higgy?
Oh, yeah, in Hong Kong.
How is he?
He'll be good. He's good. Yeah, he's all right. He's good. He's good. And he's cool. Looking forward to the trip. Going to Singapore, meet up with your Y2K as well. Honestly, I thought you'd sort of packing up doing all these different trips and just doing your China thing. Didn't imagine you'd want to sort of come, but at the time, it didn't even know you were going to Hanoi.
I land on the 24th.
Yeah, well, I don't know what's gone wrong because the other day you said, well, you don't like Dodger, you don't. And then I'll give you the shits. But I did hop on a week ago when you were alone and nobody was hopping on just to help you out. I mean, I haven't got a problem with you. I don't know what's going wrong.
Okay.
I just don't know what's going wrong. I've never, I hope I'm not giving you the shits. Any reason? I've got no reason to give you the shits.
It just makes me sad, Dodger. I thought we had camaraderie. The bro house in
England. We have, yeah.
I gave all those supplies to Skyzen boys. He's the most ungrateful cunt I've ever met.
We got a bit spicy in the chat. I think does that pissed you off?
Skyzen's the most ungrateful cunt I've ever met in my life. Skyzen's one of the most ungrateful cunts I ever met in my life. You know that?
I'm sure he's only pulling your leg off. I think he means it.
All the food and the booze and everything. We thought it'd make him happy.
There's a little bit left over. Hey, you're not focusing. Remember the dips. That was the worst thing about the trips. The dips getting ruined. Remember, Marcelo comes in and pours half a gallon of olive oil all over those lovely dips. Yeah.
What's happened to Marcelo? What's he doing?
No. Yeah. I did say. Can't talk about the Marcelo show, but yeah, he's in Hanoi. He's in Hanoi, but he's in Vietnam. He's in Vietnam. There's a shocker. He might still be there when we turn up.
He's not anywhere.
That's who's travelling around Vietnam at the moment. I don't know why Vietnam is suddenly just a great destination. I wasn't planning on going there, and it all sort of changed. And yeah, I just ended up going to Hanoi for it's only 2 days. It shouldn't interrupt your trip too much.
When are you landing in Hanoi? I want to know, when are you arriving? I've asked this question.
Oh,
when are you
I
arriving?
don't know.
You don't know.
I have to talk to the wife. I think it's the 30th. I think it's the 30th for 2 or 3 days. So I think you're the 26th, aren't you? 26th, and then I guess we're the 30th. Only 2-3 days, 3 nights. 3 nights.
When's Jamie arriving?
Same day, I think.
Okay.
So if you want to meet up, it's cool. If you don't want to, that's cool too. It's just not a problem.
What's happened to Jock? What's happened to Jock? He's only staying for 2 days. What's happened to him?
I don't know. He's coming for 2 or 3 days. But then there's this whole thing about Easy taking a whole. I don't understand why the guy wants to take a whole week off. You know, none of us need chaperoning for a whole week. You know, for him to lose a week's work is, it makes you feel bad, doesn't it?
I told him that.
I said, honestly, yeah, I told him that. I said, we're fine. There's a Jeep trip. There's this Jeep tour around the place.
Hey, Dodger, what do you think of Prince Andrew being arrested?
Yeah, well, there you go. I mean, close it down, and change Buckingham Palace into a drop-in centre for all the poor people who live on the streets.
Well, he's been detitled, so I don't think he has access to any of those things anymore.
Selling of insider information to the trade, and the money that these people must have made by selling insider information to the markets. You know where I'm on about, Aussie. Like, we share offers or privatize, sort of information that they make millions and millions on and just lining their pockets. There's the rest of us grifting and grafting hard for a living. And they're just making money out of, selling information that's, market sensitive to make their millions.
Yeah, 100%. For America, the grift is so big.
Mr. Goldberg, how are you?
I am very well, and I would like to tell you, JT, no, I did not. I did not. Anyway, it's looking good, Aussie. How you doing there, Dodger? Roger Dodger?
Yep. Hello, sir. Good to see you. Speak to you. Not normally I'm awake, but I fell asleep on the sofa and I woke up to Archie, so I don't know how that happened. But yeah, it's 1:30 a.m. in Poland.
Wow. Where are you?
1:30 now. 1:41.
Where are you?
In Poland.
Palawan?
Poland.
We're having an accent problem. I still don't know where the fuck. Where's he from, guys?
Okay, yeah, I've just got it. Poland, Polska.
Oh, Poland, Warsaw. Poland.
Yes, yeah, that's a capital. You got it. Well done. Congratulations. It's not often an American knows the capital of any other city outside of America. Country outside of America.
What's the other big city? Yeah, what's the other big city in Poland? Not Gdansk. That's a port city.
Wrocław.
I don't know. The Polish community in Chicago area where I live is actually more Poles here than there are in Warsaw.
Probably, yeah. I think it's the biggest community outside of Poland.
Yeah, the Kitten's family is Polish.
Yeah. So okay. Yeah, there you go. Can Kitten speak Polish?
His parents speak a little and then they do have aunt, uncle, and cousins who speak almost no English. But his side of the family has been here so long that they all speak plenty of, mostly English, very little Polish.
What do you mean by so long? Like pre-World War II?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but then he's got an uncle who came over, like in the 50s, so he barely speaks English.
I have no idea about the history of Poland. So they were behind the wall?
Boy, it's not good. Let me just tell you. They have been reconquered. The Russians, the Germans, everybody has fucked Poland in the ass.
So they were behind the wall, right? Like,
yeah, they were. Yeah, yes,
they were communist until the fall of
well, I think they
USSR.
started breaking free. Before that, when what the fuck was that guy's name?
Gorbachev.
No, but the Polish. There was a Polish leader who was elected.
John Paul II.
No,
No, I mean I know that he had a hand in encouraging.
there was a political party.
Lech Wałęsa is who you think.
Lech Wałęsa, who started the Solidarity Party, and
Awesome.
he was elected to bring democracy to Poland, and this was before the fall of the Soviet Union. So
wow,
they
that's
began to
amazing.
break away. But just Poland had been taken over by Prussia, Russia, Germany, like everybody ran ragged over Poland.
It didn't exist for about 300 years. It was under the Lithuanian Ruski Empire for
Correct.
300
And
years.
Krakow, that was the other city that I was looking for, Davey. That is correct.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, it's a great place to visit.
Yes. Anyway, it's supposed to be a very tough language to learn. Do you speak it?
Yeah. Both my parents are Polish, so yeah.
Well, that helps.
Wow, I only spoke it till I was about 11 years old, and then I didn't speak it, and then I retired to Poland. So I guess I've picked up a lot since. It's hard work. Yeah, absolutely.
There's a fair number of Americans retired in Warsaw. I know the cost of living is supposed to be quite nice. Food's good. Weather's shit, but
Yeah, it's peaceful. It's the cost. Much the cost of living is going up and up and up. I mean, Poland's the GDP is what 3.4%. It's I think it's the highest GDP in Europe. I reckon it's gonna overtake Britain in 5 years. It's bumped Switzerland. Is it Switzerland or Sweden off the G20? So the Poland's now in the G20 as of this year. So yeah, it's rocking now.
That's remarkable. What are the industries?
Industries, things like electrical goods, obviously agriculture, IT in terms of games, other IT work, that sort of thing.
Interesting.
It looks like he's going heavily into armaments at the moment. Yes, I hope.
Now, are you single?
Sorry?
Are you single?
No, I'm married. I've been with Fiona for since we were 21. I'm 64 now, so I'm getting on a bit.
Because Polish women are Polish people in general very attractive.
Yeah. But now I managed to marry an English girl. So yeah.
Until they get older. Well, that's not a bad thing, Dodger, because when the Polish ladies get older, they begin to look like the potatoes that they used to harvest.
So it's not just that. I mean, they can be a bit tough if you know.
Yeah.
I can't really use the word from this part of the world going east. It can be a bit tough, I mean, you can have a bit of a hard time.
I do know what you mean. I do indeed.
You know what I mean. I don't know if you get it probably in the DNA. I don't know if you get it from kitten.
Well, also too, a little bit.
It gives you a hard time.
But you know what it is too the Polish people, like the dudes, they're all born with like six packs. They're literally born with a six pack. It's very attractive, well-built, genetically well-built people. But the percentage of them who smoke and drink like heavily is very high.
Yeah.
So they destroy themselves.
I'm incled in that.
Yeah. So what I'm saying
I
is,
agree.
you people are. I bet until you were 20, you were gorgeous, and by 30, you were fucked. It's the vodka. And
I was fucked by 40. I was gorgeous. I was gorgeous until I was about 30, and then I was fucked by 40.
Your expiration date was longer than most, but yeah, it's
I got an extra 10 years.
You people live a little hard,
Yeah, well, it used to be a hard life here, especially in the comedy days. Damn, I'm glad, my parents, well, long story, a bit like, I suppose, Archie. I don't know, Archie's the same story, but they came over just after the war. They were in Siberia. They were deported to Siberia, and they came to Britain after the war, and Dad ended up in the British Army. And they met in Britain.
Yes.
I got to tell you something. The Dodger is really good to have him on the show today. It's really great to have him. Aussie expats cooking.
You didn't like me.
Yes. Yes, it's pretty good stuff. I like that BMW as your avatar. That was Dodge's BMW, Goldberg. Look at
Yeah,
that.
it was 98, was
Holy
81,
guy.
82.
Classic.
This is my first brand new car, I think. Brand new car.
Now, where did you live after Poland so that you had to go back to Poland for retiring?
Oh, I lived in the UK, but worked many places across the world.
And how do you rate the cost of living in Poland compared to the UK right now? I'm sure it's much better.
It's about, well, it used to be a lot cheaper. It's only about 25% cheaper.
I see.
You look at power, groceries,
uh-huh.
shopping.
But you prefer
property still, the prices are a lot better still, but they're going up. I mean,
have you got a Polish passport? Polish passport?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. So then you got the whole EU thing. You could do any of the EU.
Exactly. I can live and work anywhere in Europe. Well, not that I want to work anymore.
Yes.
You've been retired for a while now, haven't you?
Did I get the Romanian?
Oh, yeah, retired when I was 50. 14 years now. 14 years.
You lazy bastard.
I became a lazy bastard at 50. I'd had enough. Burnt out. I was burnt out, Archie. It was the IT. I got burnt out. Burnt out.
All that restarting.
At what age were you burnt out by?
50.
Or 50, definitely. I just had
all
enough
that plugging
people.
and unplugging.
I had enough with IT people. It's like herding cats.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say. IT people are the hardest people you could ever imagine.
What was that British TV show called? Was it called IT Club? Was that it?
Oh, the one.
That was a funny fucking show.
IT show.
Yeah, it's a funny show. They were both in IT. Yeah.
And their boss.
Yeah, the exact stereotypes of your stereotypical IT guy. Yeah, the IT guys or whatever. Yeah.
IT Club, I think. Anyway, it was a wonderful show.
Yeah, so it's like herding cats and all nerds like that.
So theoretically, I might be able to work my way into an EU approved passport because my maternal grandfather came from Romania and he didn't even come to the United States until he was 13 years old. And according to the internets, that is enough to theoretically. I would need a Romanian lawyer to process paperwork, but theoretically, I could qualify for the Romanian passport.
But why would you want to leave the USA? I mean, I lived there for a while. I loved the USA. I mean, why would you ever want to leave America?
It's just a matter of options, and then having like visa, like having carte blanche in Europe because of the EU passport.
I think America is the best place if you've got a lot of money. It's not.
I agree. Yeah. You do need money here. You could live a lot better. Listen, if you had $3,000 a month and that was all you had and all you were going to get, you'd do much better in a lot of Eastern Europe than you would in the United States. But if you're affluent, America's wonderful. It's just not that wonderful if you're not.
100%.
Yes,
I got to jump. My food is ready.
Continental Lincoln SUV around. Trying to steal all those minimum wage jobs, Mark.
I know. I couldn't get hired on at Wendy's. It was a little disconcerting. But okay. I got over it.
There's a lot in America that's a lot when I lived in Texas, a lot of things are a lot cheaper. Clothing, food was cheaper. Fuel, it was $2 a gallon. $2.
Well, it's not anymore. However, it is true. There are a lot of things that Americans took for granted. Now, tariffs and stuff and inflation may have changed this somewhat, but I can tell you for sure, buying things like clothing, fuel, even electronics in the United States was so much cheaper than buying those same things anywhere in Europe. Anywhere. Europe was so much more expensive for all that stuff. The things in Europe that were way cheaper, though, was insurance, healthcare, rent, food, entertainment. So we had all the technical shit cheap, and y'all had all the food and entertainment and transportation stuff.
Your taxation's a lot less. At one point, I was paying 50% in tax. Oh God!
Yeah, we don't have.
They got state and federal taxes. Did you know that?
Yeah, but it doesn't usually. It'd be hard pressed for it to add up to 50% here.
New York.
Think about it. Who wants to work when?
Hey, Goldberg! Hey, dog trainer! Dog trainer, go to New York.
Yeah, no, New York is bad for taxation, but so is Illinois. Illinois has the highest property taxes in the country where I live.
I thought Beverly Hills had the worst property taxes.
Well, that's not a state. That's just a city. So they don't even state. They have some influence on property tax, but it's by and large a county thing, not just a municipal thing. Anyway,
there are people there who can't afford to maintain their Bentleys properly.
That is a problem. That is a problem. Sometimes they have to use aftermarket, brake pads.
Sometimes they got to drive an S-Class instead of a Bentley or a Rolls Royce.
Worse than that, sometimes they have to drive themselves instead of having driver drive them.
Oh,
God, you want to buy a Bentley? My God, they're just money pits. I mean, these cars and S-Classes and Bentleys, they're just money pits, especially these days with all the electronics. Oh, sod that. Not paying money for these expensive cars.
Tell me this: what sort of?
So anyway, Arch, big question. I don't think you covered it. What do you reckon? Do you reckon the Pepsi's going to be discontinued? It's the big news. Do you think it's going to be discontinued this year?
Everybody thinks so, but
no, they would never. The Pepsi is so iconic. You can't get rid of the Pepsi. You got to be joking.
Well, what's happened? I don't know if you're aware. All the AD websites they do not show the Pepsi anymore. It's on the main site.
Taking it off.
I'm going to make a bold prediction just to go along with my pontiff and contradict the herd of people who say they know. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. I heard from my AD. Well, no, you didn't hear from your AD because here's the thing. The AD gets their news from their rep, and the rep never tells the AD anything about the new catalog until maybe 2 days prior to the new catalog coming in. So they get very little advance notice.
I guess it's going to be April, yeah. Watches and Wonders, where they announced. I guess we'll know then. Hey, we had a great time, didn't we? I remember Switzerland. We had a great time, but we lost plenty of money. It was expensive.
100%.
At least our shirts, I think, the cost.
Now, Dodger, did you go to the FP Jean restaurant?
Yes, he did.
I did.
You enjoyed that, Mrs. Dodger, and you loved it, didn't you?
Yeah, loved it. Yeah, P-cars are sat across. I think you were to my right somewhere.
Did you leave hungry, or was it enough food, or did you leave hungry?
I left hungry. Yeah, you're right. I left hungry. Of course, I did.
Archie went to McDonald's afterwards.
Oh, damn! That was expensive. Yeah, I think we did something like McDonald's afterwards.
How much?
Yeah, damn it.
How much is it for two people to eat at the FP Jean place with tip or whatever?
Oh, I can't remember. I mean,
best guess.
It was hundreds of dollars, wasn't it, Arch?
Yes.
So what, like $300 a person?
Yeah, you could say that. Yeah, that's sort of money.
So like $600.
It's high, high end eating.
And then you leave hungry.
Nouveau cuisine and all that.
Like little tiny little bits, like a big plate with one scallop in the middle of it, and then sauce pattern all around the edges.
Yeah, that sort of thing. Yeah, it leaves you hungry at the end of the night. Yeah, absolutely. You'd pay a fortune for it,
Yeah, that's offensive. I'd rather go to a buffet. I'd rather go to a smorgasbord.
Well, it had to be done, eh? It had to be done. But
only if you stole the ashtrays that said FPJ on them. Maybe then.
Yeah, you'd have to steal them. I think somebody wanted to buy an FP Jean knife and fork. I think they had their own knives and forks, and I think they asked how much they were. I think for a knife and fork, it was like $500, or an apron, an FP Jean apron. It was something like $200, and it was like, wow.
They would have to pat me the fuck down.
Our good friend Thomas Burnett got one. Remember?
Yeah, he bought something. Was it an apron or?
I think so.
It was expensive.
So now there you are.
He likes to remember the greatness that we had as a community, as an Archieverse, because it may not be going back again. You know what I'm saying? It may be over.
Red Rover.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, those I know the days are gone, aren't they? The money's gone, and those kind of days of those really expensive trips. I think this is going to be our last. This Asia trip's going to be our last big sort of trip for a long time. I think it's hard out there, Arch. It's hard.
Did you sell that holiday home in Poland you had? You know, the one that got flooded?
No, I've still got to fix it up. I'm planning on doing that. I still, like I did last year. I didn't do it, so I've not touched it in over a year. But yeah, when the weather gets better, I'm gonna have to fix her up. I don't know. I think I made some money on it, so I might just sell it, or I might make my permanent home down a lake. Well, not permanent, sort of have that as a holiday home and move back to the UK, back to the family pile.
Oh, you're going to move back to the UK? Why?
Might be. Well, we're getting older, you know, and Mrs. Dodge doesn't really speak the lingo. It'd be simpler for her, and we'll get all the benefits. You know, I need double hip operation. I'll get all the benefits then. They might give me.
But don't you lose NHS if you're out of the country for more than 6 months at a time?
Yeah, supposedly, yeah.
So
But then you wait 6 months, don't you, technically.
Yeah. I mean,
and then
you have to look at what it takes you to requalify.
yeah, and you know, it's I don't know. It's just
now. Wait a minute. The
would you
missus doesn't.
downsize?
Go ahead, Art.
Sorry, keep going.
Well, I want to know about the missus living in Poland for years, not speaking the language. Doesn't that isolate her quite a lot?
A bit, but there's lots of expats around here. I mean, there's at least 4 Brits that live around here, and you know, a lot of the Polish people in the village speak.
So she can manage.
Sorry, speak English. Yeah, so yes, she gets by. You know, she can certainly shop. She knows how to do the shopping in Polish.
I get it. Ooh, I want to mention this comment right here. Discovered the new luxury in life is to have the money to buy something ludicrous and then buying something like a Sienna or a Mito. I love my Mito. I have a Mito, the Star Ocean Tribute, and I just love that watch. But it came with shit loom, so I sent it out to my watchmaker who loomed the fuck out of it, and now it's very loomy. Anyway, yeah, I like a Mito, to be honest with you. It's kind of like
I've got a downsize as well, because I mean this place is just too big for me to look after now. It needs, you know, some young family, you know, who've got the get up and go to keep fixing it up and, you know, renovating it.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Which part of England would you go to? You live in the Cotswolds, don't you? You got a big estate there, haven't you?
In Wales.
Now, do you still have a place to go back to?
Wales.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Have we rented it out, or is it just being occupied by, you know?
If you saw it, you wouldn't think you'd rent it out, but no, it's occupied by the rest, by my brother and the rest of the family. So,
how do you ask them to make room for you?
Oh, there's definitely enough room.
Very nice.
Is it like a castle?
Sorry?
It's like a castle?
It's not small.
A small castle. Very small castle. How does it compare to Sandringham?
It's smaller than Sandringham.
How do you feel about the former Prince Andrew in lockup right now?
He's been released.
Was he? All right.
If he's done the crime, he's got to do the time. I mean,
did they file a charge? Are there charges filed?
I think they're looking for evidence. I think when he was operating as trade minister, the accusations are he's using insider information, giving that to Epstein, who's then selling it to the market. Now, you know what Epstein did was absolutely horrendous. You know, all of that is just sick. But what I want to know, and Archie, you're an old school IT guy. Now, come on, if we were into doing crime, we wouldn't just have an open server, an open email system. There's got to be another system where he's been communicating with some very
he had such powerful friends. He was unafraid. He was unafraid. Such powerful friends. What was that? I said he had such powerful friends and still does that he was unafraid. And I'll tell you what, I am not a conspiracy theorist. So for the longest time, I absolutely believe, of course, he hung himself. And now, I am not so sure. Now that all this stuff is coming out and all these people.
I think there's another server somewhere with other emails that will give us all that would give us all that information in
Yeah,
terms
probably
of
Hillary
what
had
he was doing, which country he was operating with, coercing with, what he had 36 trips to Russia. Was it 36 flights to Russia?
Russia
Interesting.
hoax.
Russia, the
Trump says
connection,
it's just a hoax. Nothing to see here. Let's talk about Iran. Nothing to see here.
So I think a lot of people are happy while people are sifting through the emails they can see now. It's the emails that they can't see are the important ones that's going to put a lot of big people into jail, put them into jail.
True.
That's the interesting part.
This
is
is
what we haven't seen that's interesting.
This is gathering steam as we speak.
Yeah, now whether or not Andrew will turn Queen's evidence to save his ass and spill the beans, that would be interesting. That
be a bit juicy.
That would be very interesting.
Can you believe it? It is outrageous.
Yeah, I do find it all a bit outrageous. It's certainly set a real black mark against the royal family. I mean, since the Queen's gone, I think their ratings have gone down and down.
Well, Charles and William are going to have to completely disavow him. They're going to have to absolutely disavow him. Charles already released a statement that says, we will support him being prosecuted to the full extent of the law. And he has to do that. He absolutely. But I don't know. Sooner or later, they're going to exile him to Abu Dhabi or someplace out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, supposedly they all go to Dubai, don't they?
Well, what I think they should do with them is I think they should just...
Well, who would put them up in Dubai? Do people want to put them up there in Dubai?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, the sheiks want them. They'll take him.
They want him?
Yeah. They'll take him for the prestige of it. But I mean, I heard a really good proposal that they just, basically dump all these people on Epstein Island. Burn all the boats, bomb the runway so nobody can land there again, and just leave them there, like all parties involved.
It's very, very difficult situation there.
It's a bit nasty.
Yes, he's nasty, isn't it? I mean, it's it could be the end of the royal family as we know it.
Well, they have faced many. They got through the abdication. They've gotten through.
What's a bigger disaster, the end of the Archieverse or the end of the royal family?
Well, it depends on
end of the Archieverse is simple answer.
I mean, that certainly will affect Archie more. But
I can't think of ever that the royal family's ever entertained me or had fun or gone to dinner with me. So no, I'm afraid it's more horrendous, Archie.
The royal family never gave you a half-used cigar.
Exactly. Then no royal family's ever given me a half-used cigar or called me a cunt or said he didn't like me a few times.
I will stipulate that.
I like the way you said Archie's transactional. Do you think I'm transactional?
Well, yeah. Well, don't take it the wrong way, Arch.
Common knowledge.
Come on, you put so many people to. This wouldn't have happened. We wouldn't have met. I wouldn't have met other people. And had all these fun times in the last 5 or so years. No, I've got no complaints. But yeah, transactional, yeah. Why not? This is how you earn your living. I used to do it in a different way. Was that his backside?
I think he didn't like that, Dodger, and he's running.
He's exited. He's exited stage left.
He's literally abandoned the set.
He's abandoned ship. Whoops! This is what I do to him. Maybe I gave him the shits.
Yeah, and this is a good point, too, from Forbin. Ghislaine Maxwell is now in a country club. All she had to do was say, Trump had nothing to do with it, and I plead the fifth.
Yeah, as long as she keeps saying that, she's okay. But
if she stops saying that, you know what? She's going to die mysteriously in prison.
Well, I was just about to say that. She must be really, every time she goes to bed, she must be worried,
She should be very, very
seriously. With the sort of powerful people that are involved in this, she just... I won't want to be to the wrong side of them. Imagine the power cartel that may be behind all of this.
It's a frightening number of extremely powerful people.
Absolutely.
And this is a cabal of billionaires.
And governments, possibly. Secret services. Oh, geez, man.
Well, yeah. They say that Epstein was working for the Mossad, but I don't know if that's true or none of us know.
Yeah, but she was, it's Robert Maxwell's daughter, and they admitted he was in Mossad. So I don't know. It's all speculation, isn't it?
These things are hard to know. I don't know. I think if I was leaving, I was going to retire abroad, I'd like Southeast Asia. There's better weather than Eastern Europe.
Yeah, the weather's killing me at the moment. It's -10 out there,
Yeah,
snow.
it's not nice. Plus,
I've
I'm
had
a gay
3
Jew.
months now,
That
solid
does not,
snow.
gayness and Judaism do not play well in Eastern Europe anywhere. So I got 2 strikes.
It's not so bad. Honestly, it's not so bad now, especially in Poland. But I'll tell you something. Do you know that Poland never had a law, unlike Britain and other countries, never had a law against being gay?
Oh, that's
There
good.
was not one law
Good
that
then.
would put you in prison for just being gay in Britain and other countries.
Jesus Christ,
You know,
Britain chemically castrated Alan Turing, who invented the computer.
Oh, that was the most disgusting. If Churchill once said of Alan Turing, if there's one
He
person
won the
that
war.
affected the war, it was Alan Turing.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously with my connections, he was one of the greatest minds, computer minds.
He broke the Enigma
of the
code by
time.
inventing the fucking computer.
Well, he broke the Enigma code, yeah.
Yeah,
There's actually a guy that worked for the post office who invented the computer, but him using computing plus his mathematical knowledge of code breaking, he saved Britain from the U-boats.
They had a bad scandal in the UK. The post office that software was terrible. You see all the postmasters.
Oh, Jesus, that was a scam.
How could
the people committed suicide over it? It was disgusting.
How could they have fucked that up? Can I ask you that?
It's they do. I mean, remember there was a fuck up with the X-ray machine that if you dialed the wrong dial in, it would give somebody like a full 5 times the dose it should. So there's that software problem. The Chinook crash, the Chinook helicopter that crashed into the side of a mountain. They blamed that on pilot error. It was a software error. You know, they're just there's lots of things. There's stuff I can't even talk about.
Queen Elizabeth pardoned Alan Turing posthumously only a few years before she died, so it was actually quite.
Well, he was dead,
it's a disgrace, a national disgrace. Shame on them.
That's true. True.
No, it's not the first time people have been sold out. Well, Poland got sold out at Yalta and fell behind the Iron Curtain, although it was
Stalin and Hitler just made a deal to cut it in half.
Yeah, well, then he had the Yalta Agreement that with Roosevelt and Stalin carved up Europe and said, you can have Poland.
Yeah.
Who were they? He said something like that, Polacks, the old Polak joke, and just laughed it off and said, you can have Poland.
Poland has been used and abused. Alongside.
Oh, he was a bit of a weirdo, Roosevelt, wasn't he?
Roosevelt? I don't know. He was a great man, but, I'm sure we all have our Did you have peccadillos?
Yeah, I've got a different take on him doing that.
There are things I don't understand, but all in all, he was a great man, the right man for the right time. Because remember, this country was dying from the Great Depression, and then in through the war, almost to the end, he took us through all of that. Started Social Security, the WPA, the whole alphabet soup of social programs. So he accomplished amazing things, but then there are things that I just don't understand. For example, they knew about Auschwitz in Poland. They knew about those train lines where they terminated. They just never bombed that. They could have stopped it.
They asked for it to be bombed. Yeah, the Polish guy deliberately got himself sent to, and he escaped from Auschwitz and brought the evidence to the West, and they chose to completely ignore it.
Yeah, which is not understandable. I don't get that, but nonetheless, there we are. That did happen. He brought back photographs.
But they still wouldn't have it. They said, please bomb it, and they just wouldn't.
Yeah, right.
It was considered it wasn't considered a worthwhile target.
That's right. They said it would have detracted from the war effort, and it would have prolonged the war, which seems that's what they said.
What a disaster! You have Ukrainian in you, don't you, Mr. Goldberg?
I do. My sister did the family tree. She found some Ukrainian in there. Latvian. I mean, I'm basically an Eastern European mutt, but also the borders changed a lot over there, right? So there's parts of Latvia.
Oh yeah, it was part of the Otto-Hungarian Empire.
Just depended. They could be Latvia, Lithuania this week. They could be Russian the next week. I know very
I don't
little.
think Ukraine existed until 1945. After the war, Ukraine was created. People were deported from one side into
Ukraine
Russia.
existed a long time before 1945, Dodger.
No, look, Google it. It didn't.
Ukraine's an old country.
You need to look it up, yeah.
I mean, Dodger is sitting only like 200 miles from the Ukrainian border right now, so maybe
Too far. In fact, my family were born in what you say is Ukraine, yeah, in the western part of Ukraine, which was Poland, until it was gifted to Ukraine took
They
it
had
through the
independence in
UPA.
the 20s, for God's sake. They had independence. Ukraine had independence in the 20s.
I don't know which bit. The half my family come from was it's Lvov around there. That's where my family come from, which was Poland. They were deported from there to Siberia, and then the creation of the borders that you now see Ukraine in.
The history goes back to the 9th century, Dodger. 9th century.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't deny the kind of existence, but obviously it was broken up in the same way as Poland was into the Lithuanian Empire. No kingdoms, I guess. No, I'm not parroting Putin, the bastard.
No.
What do you reckon to Putin? Is he the little bastard? What do you reckon to Putin, Arch?
Look, it's not what he's done. There's a disaster. Even I got nothing against the Russians. People themselves, they don't want to go and fight things, stupid fucking things.
Yeah, it's just
Look at
terrible.
the time. It's time to wrap this baby up, Marky. I want to thank you for coming on. Thank you, Dodger. Let's thank our super chatters. I'm sorry I was late. I had to do something with one of my kids urgently cropped up. And then I had a water tank delivery. As soon as I started the show, a water tank turned up, which is okay. It's all done. It's all done. Thank you.
Well, it's been a real thrill to be on with you fellas.
Yes, it's been a great thrill. So let's go through and
won't take long to go through. Won't take long at all.
Let's have a look here. We've got Nelson Oliveira, $50. We got Mr. WNT, Watch Collector, Pastor. We got Bob Boob, Captain Boob, and Franchise Club. Thank you so much, guys. I really do appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow. You'll be back tomorrow, Marky? I'll be a bit early. I just had a disaster to deal with today. Thank you.
Yes. All good.
Thank you, sir. Take it easy. Thank you, Dodger. If we can, we'll try and catch up. I got a few things I'm doing over there, but we'll see. Thank you. See you later, guys.
Bye, boys.
Bye.
Hi, guys. It's Archie Luxury. Guys, I want to talk to you about David SW. David SW. Guys, if you are in America, if you are looking for a Rolex watch of your dreams, in fact, if you're looking for a contemporary modern wristwatch, I strongly advise you to look at David SW. Guys, don't play the dealer games. Don't bring in chocolates or Krispy Kremes for your dealer hoping to get a Rolex at retail. It's futile. Please, guys, save your dignity. Keep some pride. Go to David SW. I would highly recommend David SW. If you're in America and you're looking for a watch, go to David SW.